Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jammin Sports Show. This is episode 4. Please allow a few moments for my friend Chris to show up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah. We are here. We are here. I'm trying to get still trying to get a little set up here.
Yep, yep.
You got your wires all set up, Drew. I'm like getting all my wires all set up. Oops. Nope. There's that.
Ah,
All right.
man.
Let's see this one.
Yeah.
Can you still see me, Drew?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me just adjust my computer here. All right, there we go. All right.
Are we good?
Gotta plug in one more thing. Thank you, dude.
Please allow for some technical adjustments on Chris Lucas's end.
Yeah, just had to adjust everything. I'm ready to go, Drew. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this. Yes, so welcome back to episode 4. Can you believe we're on our 4th episode already?
Man, I can't believe it, Drew. Time is really going by very fast. It's already been a month, man. I mean, so much has gone down within a month. I mean, especially like this past week. I mean, I got a lot to say this week.
Well, Chris, let's jump right into it then. Where do you want to start?
Oh man, Drew. We got to start with the NBA, Drew. We got to I want to save the NFL for last. I want to do the NBA because we got two teams, Drew, that has clinched their spot to the conference finals, Drew.
Yes,
The Golden
sir.
State Warriors and the Miami Heat has clinched their spots to their respective finals. Drew, let's start off with the Miami Heat, clinching their spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Big performances by Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets. um, man, I was really surprised by the outcome. I really thought that Philadelphia had a good shot to win it all. They were one of my contenders to win it all. And unfortunately, Embiid got hurt at the beginning of the series. And yeah, just really impressive. This is an impressive win by the Heat.
Yeah. This is definitely a huge victory by the Miami Heat to like not force a game 7. They were able to get it done within 6. Drew, I think like that was very huge itself for them. Not to force a game 7. Like had this game went to game 7, they probably would have been in trouble a little bit. But they were able to handle business in game 6 in Philadelphia. Drew, like what do you think went wrong for the 76ers in this series?
Um, they just could not stop the shooting abilities of this Miami Heat team. Um, just too many. I just think there's too much firepower, no pun intended, uh, with this Miami Heat squad. They brought the heat, and that pun was definitely intended.
Yeah, Drew. And what do you think of James Harden? His performance, throughout this series.
I feel like he struggled quite a bit. Um, he had some sparks, but yeah, they he just was not as consistent as they needed him to be to win this series.
Yeah, definitely agree with you, Drew. Unfortunate, early, ending, for the 76ers. But just looking back at the 76ers season, Drew, how would you grade it, their performance, this past season?
Oh man, like a letter grade.
Yeah, you give 'em an A, B, C. Like, where's your head after this season?
I would say a B. I mean, I think there were higher expectations with the addition of James Harden, and tell you what, they're there for a while. It looked like this was going to be a championship contending team, but they just fell into some bad luck, I think, like injuries and just really inconsistent down the stretch.
Yeah, and speaking of injuries and unfortunate inconsistency, we gotta talk about the Grizzlies, man. Not having their top guy, it wound up costing them at the end. They looked good in Game 5, Drew, but it was only a matter of
Really,
time.
really
I
good.
texted you, earlier, with the Grizzlies, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, somebody had to move on, and it's gonna be the Warriors. Drew, this one is definitely tough because just imagine if the Grizzlies did not have the injuries, what would have happened, if Ja didn't go down. Like, Drew, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts? After watching this was a really good series. I think this particular series, Drew, although I do predict
Yeah.
the Suns to pull the upset against the Warriors, but I still feel like deep down inside, it's really gonna be the Warriors, and if there were any teams top the Suns in the Western Conference Finals. As far as the Warriors not making it there, it was gonna be against the Grizzlies. But now
Hmm.
the Grizzlies, they weren't able to get this done against the Warriors. I feel like that this is gonna be a tougher task for my Western Conference champs. Prediction. I think that's gonna be in jeopardy. For this matchup. So Drew, what are your thoughts?
Chris, now I want to say something though. Who's to say that Dallas doesn't win tomorrow, Game 7?
Yes, that is
Who's to
very
say that
true
they can pull
because
off the upset?
yes, that is very true. Which that's the next thing I want to talk about. Dallas completely destroyed the Phoenix Suns in Game 6. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. Luca.
Yeah, and so Drew, now the Suns although the final game is going to be, at the Suns, arena, but you definitely can't count out Dallas, in a game 7.
No, no, no. Chris, I think when you have a guy like Luka, you always have a chance. He's just such a threat, and not just as a scorer, but as a facilitator of the basketball. He's just so great, and he's such a good shooter that he leaves the other players open, and just his threat alone, I think you always have a chance if you're the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, yeah. So Drew, we not only have that game 7, we have another game 7, Drew, because the Celtics forced a game
Yeah,
7 as well against the Milwaukee Bucks. But here's the thing, Drew. The Celtics, they get their game at home against the Bucks.
in
So Drew,
Boston.
yes. So Drew, what is your thoughts on what went down in Game 6, and how confident are you for the Celtics, like pull off the W against the Bucks tomorrow?
Well, Chris, let me start with Game 6 last night. This game was bananas. It was bananas.
Oh yeah.
So back and forth. A lot of big swings, one way or the other. Man, this game was, it's what this series has been all season long. Chaos. Or all series long, excuse me. Chaos. Chris, expect more chaos tomorrow. Game 7. I don't know where to go with this one. I know it's at home. I know it's at Boston, but Milwaukee's the defending champs. They have that championship mentality. They're not going to go away.
I don't know who to choose as well, Drew. And then like
Oh, yeah.
in his eyes, 2:30 tomorrow Central Time. To this game, man. Like I don't know where to go. I mean, but this is what you expect, Drew. In a true versus 3-seeded matchup. Like this is definitely no surprise here. With like how well these two teams are playing in the season in the back and forth, and that's what you expect. When it comes to like a two seed versus a 3 seed. So Drew, like do you feel more confidence in the Mavericks winning on the road or the Celtics winning at home?
Oh. You know, I got to go with the Celtics. Even though I have fam in Wisconsin, they're Bucks fans. I got to go with the Celtics. I just don't know. I mean, playing in Phoenix that's a hostile environment for any team in the league. I mean, Phoenix had the best home record for a reason, and I just think Phoenix can. I think they will rise from the Phoenix. um, Give me the Suns. Give me the Suns. I think they can rise to the occasion.
Yeah, like I think the Suns can do it, Drew. Like I still trust the Suns. They're like there isn't like any particular area that like that makes me want to say like they do not have a chance in this game. But Drew, I would not be surprised if the Bucks wins tomorrow. Although I do have the Celtics winning, but I would definitely not be surprised if the Bucks win this game. I will be surprised if the Mavericks can pull off one more, miracle like they done,
Oh yeah.
yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but the night before. When they just dominated the Suns. And as far as the Heat,
Mhm.
Drew, if you're a Heat fan, who would you rather play in the Eastern Conference Finals? Would you rather play the Bucks, Drew, or would you rather play the Celtics?
Ah, I would rather play the Celtics, honestly. I just think the Bucks, if they get this win, they're um, no offense to the Miami Heat, they are a great team, but Milwaukee's the defending champs for a reason. They have that championship mentality. Every game they play from here on out, they are defending their title and they're defending it with pride. Give me, give me Milwaukee. I think they win tomorrow in Boston and got a good matchup with the Heat.
All right, Drew, I want you the same question, but for on the Western side, if you're Golden State, who would you rather play? Would you rather play Luca and the Mavericks or CP3 with the Phoenix Suns?
Well, if you play Dallas, you have home field advantage to start the series, right?
Right.
So for that reason, I must go with the Mavs here. Luka's great. This it can't be denied. But Steph, Clay, Draymond, they're a championship team. They've been there before. They, yeah, they've
Yeah.
been there
Well,
before.
Drew, we
They've
will.
got that championship mentality as well.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely see, Drew. Time will tell. I mean, we're gonna find out in less than 24 hours, Drew, or a little over 24 hours, should I say, with this matchup that everybody should definitely glue their eyes to, tomorrow. Like this is going to be a, a, a game that like people would not want to miss. You got one at 2:30 and another game at 7 p.m. Central Time for two of these games for those who are um, wanting to
Yep.
watch this particular game. Man, I'm excited, Drew. I'm thrilled, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, Drew. All right, Drew. Now you know what? We're going to save. We're going to save the NFL because there is a whole fleet to
Yeah.
go through with the NFL. So now let's transition over to UFC fighting, Drew, because like you definitely like got a
Yeah,
full
buddy.
list as far as what we got to deal with this weekend. So Drew, I want to let you have it. Who do we got, Drew, for UFC fighting?
Tonight we have UFC Fight Night again. Let's go. Tonight we have a light heavyweight matchup. For those of you that don't know, that is 205 pounds. We have a former champion trying to get back his title, but he has to become the contender first. He's going up against a young, up and coming talent. Jan Blachowicz taking on Alexander Rychik. I don't know exactly how you say that last name, but yeah, let's go. Jan Blachowicz is the former champion. He is trying to get his crown back, but to do it, he has to become the contender first. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Drew, definitely an exciting match. Good job, with the name. I mean, he's Austrian, so like that's how it is, like in international countries. But
Yes.
but yeah, Drew. I mean, it's just so much going on. Ain't got the other lightweight battle between you know Ryan and how you say it? Is it Ion or
I don't know actually, but I don't know actually. That is a newer name to me, but yeah.
yeah,
Stacked card tonight.
yeah. It did like
Another stacked card.
oh, we gotta say Drew?
Nothing. No. I'm just talking about how stacked
Okay,
this
and then
card is.
on the women's side, Drew, we got
Yes,
Caitlin
sir.
and Amanda going at it tonight. So, Drew, what are your thoughts about that, man?
Ooh. Yeah. I think it's going to be a thrilling fight. The women always throw down, it seems. They always know how to throw down.
Yeah.
Um, better than the men sometimes. But, yeah. Um, yeah, I like, give me Amanda in that one.
Okay. So Drew, what are you expecting out of Amanda in order to get this victory?
Um, I actually don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Drew. But what about let's revert back to the lightweight heavyweight, the light heavyweight championship. Round
Yeah.
between John and Alexander.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah.
I think
Jan
yeah.
Bohovic
But
and
like let's
Alexander. Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
Drew, what are you expecting out of this matchup? What's going to be the key areas to get a victory in this kind of matchup?
Um, Jan Blahovic is a knockout artist. Um, he he's he's got a nickname, Polish Power. Um, I think he wins tonight. I think he sets himself up for title contention yet again.
Mm. Well, we shall see, Drew. Do you know what time all these events start, Drew?
9 o'clock Central, late
Nine
night.
o'clock Central. You heard it here, folks.
Oh yeah, on ESPN2.
UFC fighting, and Drew, honestly, I can say this
Yeah.
is good. Considering we got UFC tonight and then NBA tomorrow, so the scheduling is perfect. I am very happy.
Yes. Yes. Well, Chris, uh, I know it's 2 months away, but I want to touch on it briefly. I shared it with you last night, on July 2nd, right? The 2nd, right? Yeah. Um, July 2nd is the return of the man they call the last style bender. Israel Adesanya. He is the reigning, defending middleweight champion. He'll defend his throne again on July 2nd
And who
against
will he be
Jared
going up against,
Cannonier.
Drew?
Jared
Oh,
Cannonier. who is he is an up and comer in the division. He is trying to take down the king of the middleweights. Not a not an easy task.
Yeah, man. Well, at least we'll have something to watch in the month of July, Drew. At least we'll have something to like anticipate. Going into that month, as that's gonna be like a pretty dead month. With like not that much sports going on around that time.
Oh, oh, don't you worry about that. Do not worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, Drew, a lot of excitement, Drew. Any more like top announcements that's gonna be like happening around like a June or July, like outside like the NBA Finals that's gonna be taking place in June.
Ah, I'm not sure yet. I will get back to you on that one. But Chris, I want to touch on something I sent you yesterday. This is a non-sports related thing, but a we kind of talked about that track star last week in high school.
Yeah.
Yesterday I sent you a video, YouTube clip of a young lady who graduated from Rollins College in Florida. Why are we talking about this? Well, she is nonverbal and has autism. She delivered an amazing commencement speech through her communication device, overcoming all those odds to graduate college after her high school principal, I guess, made a pretty derogatory comment towards her. She not only graduated, but she graduated as a valedictorian, the top of her class. Chris, let's give this lady a shout out. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Definitely,
go. Let's
definitely
go.
very inspiring, Drew. I mean, honestly, Drew, like it's pretty, good. Like having these kind of stories, like like once a week, so
Oh, yeah.
like a feel good story, because like everybody deserves like have like the story heard, like
Yeah.
this. So yeah, like that's a really good story, and like shout out to her.
Well, to our viewers, if you want
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
check out that speech, I will I will post a YouTube link to that video on our Jammin Sports Show page as soon as we are wrapped up here today. Um, yeah, again, big congratulations to her and keep making history.
yeah, yeah. Well, Drew, I think the time has come to talk about the NFL.
Donna, Donna, Donna.
Ladies and gentlemen, the schedule has finally come out with the NFL from start to finish. Drew, it is finally out. Oh my goodness, we
Oh
got a lot
yeah.
to discuss. Uh, for hopefully we can get every team, Drew. If for some reason we can't, we do apologize in advance. But we're definitely going to try to get every team, about this particular topic. So Drew,
Well,
man,
Chris, let's start.
where do you want to start?
Let's start with the keynotes. Let's start. I'll actually let you start with your Chicago Bears. Chris, how we feeling? How we feeling about the
Oh
Bears?
man, Drew, like I was like, in my head, like just like thinking like what can we do with this particular schedule? I'm feeling a 50-50 as far as like winning percentage, Drew. Like I was like counting and everything. Like I got us. where did I had like it was like around like 8 to 9 wins. Like I feel like that we can get half of them. You know, it's
Yeah.
pretty fair. It's a fair schedule. Like like definitely not complaining too much. Like let me pull up the schedule right now on top of you know.
Come on, computer. I have faith in you.
Is pulling up. All right. Yep. Here we go. All right. So you want we want to talk a little bit of the preseason games, Drew?
Uh, Preseason don't really matter, does it?
Nah, not really. Even though that like
All right.
our message is pretty interesting, you know. But
No
like yeah,
disrespect
like
to the preseason.
we can skip that part. But as far as who we start off with, Drew, it's gonna be on 9/11 against the 49ers, Drew, at home. So I feel good about
Ooh,
that. Like we're
9/11.
having a home game, so I can start off the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Chris, unfortunately,
Yep. But
the Steelers did not get that lucky. Week
who
one,
do you guys got, Drew?
we start out in the jungle in Cincinnati against the defending AFC champions.
Wow. What a way to start off the year, Drew. Out of all teams, you know, in the NFL, huh?
I know. I know. I feel like the NFL likes to feed us to the lion's den, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So Drew, you guys are in a brand new position where y'all gotta find out who's gonna be your quarterback going into that first game. So, Drew,
Oh,
the
yeah.
preseason is definitely gonna be very critical. That I know every Steelers fan is gonna be keeping their eyes on, you know, because they gotta know who's gonna be their guy going into week one, you know, against the Cincinnati Bengals, and that is definitely not a team that you know you don't want
Yeah.
to slip up on. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long day for the Steelers.
Oh, yeah. You know, Chris, I actually said that, made that comment about the preseason, um, forgetting that we're not going to have Ben. It's almost been wired in my brain, you know, that Ben Roethlisberger will be the quarterback, but no, that's not going to be the case this year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, it's definitely gonna be something that your Steelers fans you're going to get used to, like not seeing Ben anymore. You know, as your guy. So like it's definitely gonna be new charted territory for the Steelers nation. And you gotta think of something very fast. But in a month before that first game, and you guys have.
Yeah, definitely going to be keeping an eye on this quarterback battle. Kenny Pickett, can he win the job over Mason Rudolph and another rookie draft pick that we had in Chris Oladokin from, I think that's how you say that last name, from South Dakota State. So Kenny Pickett's not going to come in here as the only guy. He's gonna have to earn it.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. It's definitely not gonna be an easy cakewalk, for Kenny Pickett. They've got to earn it against the veteran of Mason Rudolph, who's definitely been there before, in multiple situations with the Steelers. So we'll see, as far as that QB situation goes. But it's gonna be very critical, you know, going into week 1, because you guys not only got to play the Bengals, you got to play on the road. You got to go to the jungle, like you said earlier, Drew. You got to go to the jungle to take out that Bengal, which that is definitely not going to be
Yes.
easy against pretty much you pretty much call Cincinnati the LSU Bengals. Like that's who they are. The LSU Bengals.
Yeah.
With this NFL team.
Yes, the LSU Bengals. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, the best to do it right now. What's scary is they're only going to get better. Well, Chris, let's switch back to week 2 for your Chicago Bears. Oh, God damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Miserable person on the planet, Drew. I'm gonna be suffering. I'm gonna jump out of a bridge, jump off
Okay.
a bridge. Maybe jump off a cliff. And if that doesn't kill me, Drew, we're not winning that game. We are losing. That there's no hope for that one. I'm sorry. I love my Chicago Bears, but there's just no chance in week 2 to them. Yeah, especially like knowing our draft picks. We just need time, Drum. We just need time.
Who are you playing?
We played the Green Bay Packers through, and Aaron Rodgers is still there.
Oh, yeah, but you know who's not there? Devontae Adams.
That is true, Drew. So normally we get beat by like
I don't
4
know, maybe a
touchdowns
bright
against
side.
the Packers. This time we'll only lose by 3 touchdowns to the Packers. So
Yay.
that's the good
Progress.
news.
Progress, people.
But
We love to
but
see
the,
it here
the
on the
bright
Jammin
side
Sports Show.
But the bright side, Drew, is that we go back home to play the Texans. So after our beating against the Packers, we'll come back, rejuvenate against the Texans.
Yeah.
In
Well,
week 2.
Chris, yeah. So, Chris, week 2 is the home opener for the Steelers. They will be taking on the New England Patriots. That is definitely a tough way to start the season. Man, oh man.
quarterback, whoever that is, he's New England Patriots. And then like you look at the New England has he been, pretty good, like, like in his first, days, like in the NFL, like, losing Tom Brady hurts Drew, with the Patriots, but I think, the Patriots, they are in good hands under Mac Jones.
Chris, you actually seem to be having some difficulties. It seems like there's an audio breaking up.
Oh, audio. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was like breaking up
Oh, okay, so we're good.
when you were talking about the Patriots. Maybe.
Okay. Uh,
it's in it. It's
okay. Well,
so start
all
over
right.
again with the
Okay,
Patriots.
okay. Yeah.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Hey, we're live, and this is the Jammin Sports Show. This is how we get down. So, hey, we're bound to have some technical difficulties. It's kind of our brand. All right, continue.
All right. So, Patriots. I would New England Patriots, and like what I was talking about them, Drew, is the fact that you know the good news for whoever your quarterback is, he will be battle tested going into that Patriots game. You know, like so like he'll at least
Oh yeah.
know what to expect. You know, as far as going into week 2, and then you look at on the shoot. Then look at the New England Patriots. Mac Jones has been playing really good. It was tough for a little bit, with the Patriots losing, Tom Brady, but they were able to find a new guy really quick in Mac Jones, and
Oh yeah.
the future is definitely bright for the New England Patriots and Coach Belichick.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Chris. I want to jump a little bit ahead in our schedules. Um, week 6, I believe it is, in Pittsburgh.
Weeks. Oh,
In
oh,
Pittsburgh,
yep.
it
I
will
know what you're
be.
talking about, Jim.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Well, Chris, week 6 in Pittsburgh, we're going up against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chris, what do you think of that matchup?
I thought Tom Brady retired.
I know he pulled. We all thought he did. We all thought he did. He fooled us all. He fooled us all.
Oh man,
This is like something you
Drew.
read about in a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
You retire from the sport, and then a couple weeks later, you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's like it's like when you're a kid and you put a love letter in your grade school crush's locker about your love.
Oh man.
You just can't go away. You just can't walk away. So, Chris, what do you think of that matchup? I'm excited for that one.
Man, Drew. Honestly, I feel like the first few weeks of October is going to be your toughest months as far as like your
Oh, for
your
sure.
schedule. Like this is the toughest one because like the week before, Drew, you guys go on the road to play the Bills. So and then the week after you play the Bucks, you guys got to go on the road to play the Dolphins. So Drew, is definitely a very tough stretch of games for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Definitely no room for
Yep.
error in those 3 week in that 3 week stretch. I think like that's definitely your toughest 3 week stretch on that schedule.
Yeah, and don't sleep on that game against Miami. Miami is, I think they're going to be greatly improved this season.
Yeah. I mean, for one, Drew, they have Tyreek Hill now. So like, what are
Uh,
your thoughts on like after seeing the schedule? Like how do you feel the Miami Dolphins chances? Not only getting to the playoffs, Drew, but potentially like making some noise in the playoffs.
well, first off, Chris, I want to say that as a Steelers fan, I hate playing against him. He is so fast, so good. I don't think it's going to matter what team he is on. He is always a threat.
Yep. Oops. Hold on, Drew. My bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Had to readjust. Oh,
Here we go again, these technical issues. Hey,
man.
Chris, it's just our brand. It's on brand for us.
Yeah. Can you see me now?
I can see part of you. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. It's a little better. A little better. I I see about half your face.
Yeah. I was trying to adjust just my charger. My phone was supposed to be charged, but wound up not charging.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Again, folks, this is what happens when you're live.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
is what
Oh
happens when you're live and unscripted.
man. Let me see if this works. Ah, man.
We may
Oh,
not always be the most prepared, but we hope we are. We hope we're damn entertaining.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. My charger's definitely not working, and I definitely need my charger for later on tonight, Drew, because I'm actually going to a baseball game. I'm going to see the Miami
Oh,
Hurricanes.
who?
Yeah, I want to see the Miami Hurricanes go up against the Florida State Seminoles. Later on this week.
Let's talk
Or
about
not.
that, Chris.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk about that, and then that might have to be like the last thing, Drew. We might like continue on to tomorrow because I definitely need to find a charger so I can charge my phone. Um, but yeah,
Uh-oh.
got a really good matchup, today between Miami versus Florida State. They were actually supposed to have like a 3 game series yesterday, um, today and tomorrow, but last night's game between Florida State and Miami wound up getting postponed to around 2:30 today. Um, because of the weather that we were having last night. So right now, like they're playing a doubleheader. Like the first game's on tonight. Second game that I'll be going to is going to be at 7 p.m. Right now, the last I checked, Miami was up 4-1 against the Florida State Seminoles. In the
Wait, they're
fifth
playing
inning.
2 games tonight?
Yes, 2 games tonight.
In one night?
Yep, two games
Really?
in one day.
Oh, man. How does that work? Um,
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't
heard of
know
that, honestly.
how it all works, man, but I'm definitely going to be going to that one. Super excited. I'll let you know like how that all goes. But right now, the Miami Hurricanes, they're doing really good, Drew. But it's only the fifth inning. I'm going to hold my breath because I've seen pain before at the end, in basketball and football. So I'm definitely going to hold my breath.
Okay, okay. Chris, any updates on your Rays?
On my Rays. You mean the Braves. Yep. Let
Braves,
me
sorry,
look
excuse me.
up
Jeez.
the Atlanta
Good
Braves.
Lord.
Drew. Normally,
My bad, folks.
it's
My
really all
bad.
about like I thought you said like the Tampa Bay Rays. 'Cause I was like, I'm not a Rays fan.
No,
but
my bad,
they're
folks. My bad. Brave, my bad, folks.
yeah, but
I
they're
know it's
still
only
sitting
been a week.
at a decent area. They're 15-8, Drew, right now. Really, like when it gets to the month of July and August, that's when things really starts getting all
Yeah,
tricky. Like hopefully they're like still
yeah.
within like the top three of their division. That's gonna be the key area. Be in the top three and not too far away from the first place, which is the Mets. The Mets are in first place in the division right now. So hopefully the Braves can stay in the mix going into the month of July and August.
All right, that's a good update. My goodness, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Rays. My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, Drew, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up so I can find a charger, so I can at least have a phone
That's
that has this
okay.
baseball game.
That is okay. Well, I guess you heard it from Chris first. I guess technical difficulties are kicking us out the club. So until next time, this has been the Jammin Sports Show, episode 4. Again, episode 4. My goodness.
Yeah, we might
Hopefully,
do
many,
another one
many
tomorrow
more.
just to make up for today, but we'll see.
Ooh. We will talk about that over in the Bat Cave,
Yeah.
aka Messenger. um, but until whenever we do this again, hopefully sooner rather than later, obviously. But until then, I am Drew Carfrey.
And I'm Chris Lucas.
This has been the Jammin Sports Show. Apologies for all the technical issues today. Hey, that's just what we do. But until then, we are signing out. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.